df by dx, the directional derivative, at what point? At the point 2 comma 0, at the point 2 comma 0, in the direction of theta equal to 2 pi by 3, in the direction of theta equal to 2 pi by 3. Okay, now it is a two-dimensional vector. You can see the input is only 2 comma 0, and you can see the function, scalar function, is also function of two variables. Okay, so what it is asking is asking about the directional derivative at the point 2 comma 0. In what direction you want? In the direction of 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 is nothing but 120 degrees, right? So 120 degrees means what? It will be something like this. Okay, so you want the directional derivative of the given scalar function at the point p 2 comma 0 in the direction of this, in the direction of this vector. Okay, let me call it as a bar. Okay, now scalar is given, the scalar function is given, but only thing you want the vector which gives the direction. You want the vector which gives the direction. Okay, so what is the formula for df by ds? Df by ds is equals to del f dot a bar, del f dot a bar by mod a bar. Okay, let us compute del f first. Del f is what? I dou f by dou x plus j dou f by dou y plus k dou f by dou z. Remember, whether f is function of one variable, two variables, or three variables, always write the formula like this. Okay, don't write it as two variables only two terms, one variable only one term. Don't write like this. Always gradient definition is sigma I dou f by dou x, that is I dou f by dou x plus j dou f by dou y plus k dou f by dou z. Please remember this. Okay, so what is del f according to this? I into what is dou f by dou x? What is the partial derivative of f with respect to x? You have to apply UV rule, right? X derivative is 1 into e power xy
e power xy
plus x into
plus
e
x
power
into e
xy
power xy
into y.
into x.
Into y, I am differentiating with respect to x. Do you agree?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Plus j bar into what is the derivative with respect to y? X e power xy into xy derivative with respect to y is x plus y derivative is 1. Is it okay? Plus k into what is dou f by dou z? There is no z variable, it is going to be 0. Okay, so at what point I want? I want a gradient at the point
2 comma 0.
2 comma 0. Substitute x equal to 2 and y equal to 0. So when I substitute x equal to 2 and y equal to 0, y equal to 0 means what? E power 0 is 1 and 0 into anything 0. So this is going to be simply I bar plus 2 2s are 4 e power 0. 4 plus 1 is
5.
5j bar. Do you agree? So we got gradient. What you require is the direction, but direction is not given in terms of vector. Direction is given as an angle. Okay, so what is this angle? This angle is theta equal to 2 pi by 3. So how do you find out the vector? How do you find out this vector a bar? I want the direction. Remember, I want the direction. Without changing the magnitude and direction, I can bring this vector from here to anywhere. Do you agree? I can bring from here to, I can bring this vector from here to here also. Did you notice? What is the advantage in bringing the direction like this? Now this becomes a position vector. This becomes a position vector. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So these two vectors are same. These two vectors are same. Okay. So how do you find out the position vector? How do you find out this position vector? These two angles are same. Okay. Any idea? If theta is the angle, how do you get the position vector? What is position vector formula? R bar equal to,
X
for a two-dimensional thing, thing, R bar is xi bar plus
YJ bar.
yj bar. Xi bar plus yj bar. Okay. Now using a triangle law, you can when this is the angle theta. So what will be x?
R cos theta.
What is r? R is a magnitude, right?
Mod R.
Mod A.
Here x equal to r cos theta. But what is r? We want a unit vector only. So I can take the magnitude as 1. Okay, I can simply opt it as cos theta. Okay,
Plus
or if
side.
you want, you can write like this: r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Is that okay? Now choose r equal to, so r equal to r cos theta I bar, r cos theta I bar plus r sin theta
J.
j bar. So that means what? R into cos theta I bar plus sin theta j bar. Okay, what is modulus of r bar? R.
Root or X.
Is that okay? Now what is put theta equal to 2 pi by 3? When you put theta equal to 2 pi by 3, what do you get? R into cos 2 pi by 3. What is cos 120? Minus sin 30 minus 1 by 2 I bar plus sin 120 is cos 30 root 3 by 2 j bar. Is that okay? So this is nothing but a bar. Okay. So what is modulus of a bar? Modulus of a bar is nothing but modulus of r bar, which is nothing but r. You agree? Both r bar and a bar are same. Is that okay? Now we got the direction. You got the direction, which is a bar. You got the gradient. Okay. So what is the direction derivative formula? Therefore, df by ds is equals to del f dot a bar by mod a bar. Okay. So del f is what? I bar plus phi j bar dot product with what is a bar? R into minus 1 by 2 I bar plus root 3 by 2 j bar divided by modulus of a bar. Modulus of a bar is nothing but r. Actually, I don't need to take, because a bar by mod a bar is actually e cap. So here itself I can put r equal to 1. Here itself I can opt r equal to 1. So simply we will get minus 1 by 2 I bar plus root 3 by 2 j bar, which is going to be e bar. Okay. So these two gets cancelled. So what is remaining is I bar dot I bar. I bar dot I bar is minus 1 by 2. Okay. J bar dot J bar is 1 plus 5 by 2 root 3. That is df by ds. Therefore, what is the final simplification? Df by ds is equals to 5 root 3 minus 1 by 2. 5 root 3 minus 1 by 2. That is the directional derivative. Okay. So in all these three problems, if you want to find out the directional derivative, what you require is a scalar function and a direction. Sometimes direction may not be given in the problem, okay, and you may have to identify the direction, okay, with the data given in the problem. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is nothing but r bar. This is nothing but a r bar. Okay, r bar and a bar are same. R bar and a bar are same. I can move one vector from one place to another place without changing its magnitude and direction. Okay. So now let me discuss one more point. What is the directional derivative formula? Directional derivative formula is this one. We have been writing every time. So directional derivative formula is del f dot a bar by mod a bar, or I can simply write it as del f dot e cap, where e is the unit vector. A bar by mod a bar is always e bar. Now what will be the maximum value of the direction derivative, which is nothing but df by ds, right? Okay. Now I want to know what will be the maximum value of the directional derivative, in what direction this maximum value occurs. I said direction derivative changes when you change the direction, right? When you change the direction, directional derivative will change. So if you take a point P here, okay. So there are infinitely many directions. You can see there are infinitely many directions. So among all these directions, in which direction you will get the maximum value of the directional derivative? Maximum value. Any guess? What is del f dot a bar by mod a bar? What is del f dot? What is the dot product of? What is the dot product of del f dot e bar? What dot product definition? Modulus of del f.
Modulus of cos theta.
Modulus of del f. Modulus of e cap. And cos of the angle between e cap and del f. Okay, this is the expression for the directional derivative. Now I want to know, I want to maximize this value. When when that expression is going to be maximum, when cos theta is
Theta is equals to
maximum.
1.
0 degrees.
So when cos theta is 1, cos theta 1 means what? Theta must be
Theta
0.
equals to 0.
When theta 0 means what? The angle between these two vectors is 0. Angle between these two vectors is 0 means what? These two are parallel vectors.
Parallel vectors.
Am I right? So the directional derivative is maximum always in the direction of del f. Always in the direction of del f. But what is the direction of del f? Del f is always normal to the direction of the del f is normal to the surface. Direction of del f is the normal to the surface. Right? So at this point, if you want to find out the directional derivative, okay, so in this direction only you will get the maximum value. In all other directions, in all other directions, whatever the value you get, that is going to be less than the value that is obtained in this direction. Is that okay? So when compared to all these directions, in this direction only you will get the maximum value. Okay. So modulus of e bar is 1, cos theta value is 1 when theta equal to 0. So what is the maximum value means? Modulus of del f. Maximum value is modulus of del f. So what can you say about this? Occurs in the direction of grade f. Okay, the direction of the gradient, or in the direction of outward normal vector to the surface, to the level surface f of xyz equal to c. Do you agree? Outward normal vector. See, del f is always representing outward normal vector. What is outward normal vector? Which is going away from the surface. Which is coming into the surface is called inward normal vector. Which is going away from the surface is called the outward normal vector. Okay. So similarly, can you tell me what is df by ds minimum? What will be the minimum value of the directional derivative, and in which direction you will get?
90 degrees.
df by ds minimum.
Well, it is perpendicular.
Perpendicular. When the
When?
two vectors are perpendicular.
Perpendicular, when two vectors are perpendicular means theta equal to 90. Theta equal to 90 means cos theta is 0. That means do you say that minimum value of the directional derivative is always 0?
No, sir. Negative.
It can be negative also, no? When cos theta is negative.
At pi.
When theta equal to pi, minimum value of cos theta is minus 1, right? Maximum value of cos theta is 1. And we know negative value is always less than 0. So modulus of E cap is 1. If cos theta is minus 1, what will be this value? Minus of mod del f. Okay, theta equal to pi means what?
Opposite to the direction.
Opposite to the direction of opposite to the direction of del f. What do you mean by opposite direction of del f? This one, right?
Inward.
It is not inward. Opposite direction. That's it. Okay. Inward normal vector is okay. If I write like this, that is called inward normal vector, right? Okay. So in this case, theta will be 90. So what I am going to say, this is going to be occurs. This value occurs. Occurs in the direction of minus grade f, or in the direction of right, inward only. Opposite of outward has to be inward only, no? In the direction of inward normal vector to the level surface f of xyz equal to c. Okay, so sometimes you may be asked to find out, okay, what are the maximum and minimum values of the directional derivative. Okay, so maximum value of the directional derivative is always mod del f, minimum value of the directional derivative is always minus mod del f. Okay, so in the previous example, what will be the maximum value of the directional derivative?
Root 26.
Note df by ds max equal to modulus of del f. What is del f? Del f is
226.
modulus of I bar plus 5j bar under root of 26. Is that okay? Now, what is df by ds minimum?
Minus 2.
Minus mod del f equal to minus root 26. In what direction you are getting this? In the direction of I bar plus 5j bar. Where is I bar plus 5j bar? I means this is 1 comma 5. So where is this 1 comma 5? This is 1. This is 2 comma 0. This is 1 comma 0. 5 means somewhere here. Okay. So in this direction. Okay. If you say in this direction, you're going to get the maximum value, right? So this is going to be what is this? I bar plus 5j bar. Is this clear? Which is equal to del f. Okay, that means surface may be like this. Surface may be like this. When you equate, when you write down the level surface, surface may be like this, and the normal vector is in this direction. Can you see that? Okay, so then you are getting the maximum value of the directional derivative as root 26.